Hello, this is Kevork Almasyan and you are watching Syriana Analysis. Lots of development happened in the last week in Syria. On top of that, there was an airstrike against a Syrian army and affiliated forces positions in Deir Ezzor, especially in this part near the borders with Iraq, in Bukamal town. As you can see in this particular part of Syria, this area is a front line between the Syrian army, ISIS, and the Syrian Democratic Forces, which the Americans occupy in this area. In the last report, I said and I reported that ISIS forces are attacking from this side into the Syrian army side, and they are not attacking the SDF side, which is very ironic. However, yesterday there was an airstrike against Syrian army and affiliated forces, which left many deaths in the ranks of the Syrian army and the affiliated forces. First of all, the Syrian army, the Syrian state TV said the US-led coalition drones attacked a Syrian military post southeast of Bukamal town near Iraq border, leaving a number of casualties, but then the Pentagon denied any involvement, said not a US or coalition strike. They told this to Sputnik website. And then today we have the CNN that they reported saying an airstrike close to the Iraq-Syria border Sunday was carried out by Israel and not by the US or the coalition fighting ISIS, a US official tells CNN. This is a little bit strange because this is not a part where Israel is active in this area, and their activities are mostly concentrated in the southern Syria, Damascus, Homs, until Hama, and even in the coastal part of Syria. But I believe this is the first airstrike of Israel, if it's true, in the eastern part of Syria, and namely in Bukamal, where there is a front line between ISIS, the American and SDF forces, and the Syrian army forces. The second development is, as we remember, in Al Yarmouk camp in southern Damascus, the Syrian army bust the ISIS terrorists into Al-Badia area, and they were concentrated or installed their bases in this area. As you can see, this is a new pocket now for ISIS in northeast of Sueda governorate, but according to the information from underground, it's an easy job to deal with ISIS pocket here. So basically the forces of ISIS, the terrorists of ISIS who left southern Syria, they came here, and now they have to face a new offensive by the Syrian army against their positions, and this area will be liberated sooner or later. The other development is, which is not so big development, but we all know it's no more secret, that Syrian army sent a huge reinforcement into Daraa in order to liberate these green areas and the ISIS held area near the occupied Golan Heights. However, today there was a video posted by the ANA news agency, which is a Russian news agency, and it shows a huge amount of cars and reinforcement going to Daraa from the highway from Damascus to Daraa in order to participate in the offensive against the Islamist terror groups in that particular area. So what's your expectations regarding the Israeli reaction for that? Please let me know your opinion in the comment section below, because some say that Israel would not dare to attack Syria, at least on the ground offensive. Others say that Israel will attack Syria by aerial bombardment in order to prevent the advancement of the Syrian army into southern side. So let me know, guys, your opinion in the comment section below. As you can see, a lot of forces, a huge number of forces are going to Daraa, and things are ready for the offensive. It's only a matter of time. I believe it's a couple of weeks, maximum of 2 weeks, and the offensive will start in this area, and some villages and towns, I believe they will, the Syrian army has to show them force in order to force them to lay down their arms and come for reconciliation. Others would not lay down their arms, so there could be a big battles in this area until its full liberation. So let's see how things will develop in this area. And lastly, I wanted to mention that today there were Turkish troops entering the city of Manbij, countryside north of Aleppo, after the withdrawal of Kurdish militias. It's still messy in this area. The Kurdish militias say that they didn't withdraw. The Turks say they withdrew. And however, the Americans and the Turks, they issued a joint statement saying that there will be a joint battle for both sides in this Manbij city, which is located on the western shores of the Euphrates. If this area is been controlled by the Americans and the Turks, that means that the Kurds would have only this Tel Rafat area in the western shores of the Euphrates, and the rest of their forces will be only on the eastern shores of the Euphrates, where the Americans are concentrated. Also, let me know, guys, your opinion and your analysis in the comment section below. What do you think would be the future of this yellow area? Would the Americans also hand over this area to the Turks? And if they handed over this area to the Turks, how would the Syrian side react or act to push the Turks out of this area? And if the Americans didn't give up this area to the Turks, how would the Syrian army and the affiliated forces and the allies would force the Americans to go out from this area? So this is everything for today. If you are enjoying my videos and my reports, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share it on social media. And if you would like to support me financially, you can find all the details in the description below by Patreon and by PayPal. So thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.